Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. Happy Tuesday, and today we are going to be talking about proof of a Bitcoin bull market. Is this the beginning? That's the question we'll be asking. That's the question we'll be taking a look at today to see if we are in fact at the very beginning. Now, if you take a look behind me, very green day, starting an uptrend for the day, and we will get into that and everything else, including some awesome news articles right after a message from our sponsor. That's right, guys. The Monarch wallet holds over 1,900 cryptocurrencies, includes fiat pairs for Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can even earn interest on your cryptos while you hold them in there. So you can download that iOS app, Android App Store, or go to the website monarchtoken.io. Now, getting into things today on CoinMarketCap. What's up, everybody? Rolling in. How you doing? On CoinMarketCap. Apparently, I'm competing with Charles, maybe Hoskinson. I hope more of you watch me than Charles Hoskinson because, he only created a giant cryptocurrency. I mean, not like a YouTube channel or nothing. Anyways, $134 billion market cap today, up $1 billion from yesterday. Bitcoin dominance still hovering in the 51% area. Now, most of the top 10 cryptos are up less than 1%, except for XRP, Bcash, and Tether, which are down, while Tether's kind of staying stable. Now, big gainers for today. Holy shnikes! Crypto.com chain, formerly known as Monaco, up 139% today, and we will get into why later on in the episode. Also, Zcoin, a great privacy coin, up 65%, Ravane up 19%, Ardor up 18%, and VeChain down 16%, or up 16%. The losers today, Engine Coin, Digitex, and ABCB, Coin, and Ravencoin, all down today, probably because they had such great weeks over the last week or two. Now, today, when I was looking on TradingView, this is one of the top articles published up there. Bitcoin timing the next bull run to $100,000 by Crypto Maniac 101. So this is the picture. You may have seen something similar on the thumbnail. Basically, if you take a look at the Bitcoin USD charts on a logarithmic scale, okay, you can see this very clear channel that we're traveling in, and it seems like we may yet again be down at a bottom. Fingers crossed. I think we're all hoping for that. We're like, did we hodl long enough? So I think we're all hoping for that. But if you take a look, easy article to read through. It talks about how the 200 weekly moving average is a very strong wall. And I talked about it in the episode yesterday. So if you want more, you can just watch yesterday's episode where I talk about that wall there. But basically, Bitcoin's never broken that 200 weekly moving average. So very strong wall on the bottom side. Also, we have a lot of institutional investment with like backed NASDAQ, Fidelity, BlackRock, stuff like that. So all of these things, Crypto Maniac 101 is giving some pretty nice projections for the upcoming year. So he was talking about predictions for the next 12 months. Well, first, if we're to make an intelligent prediction upon looking at fractals and core indicators, we will start seeing signs of a bull run beginning around mid to end July 2019, with price reaching all-time highs of 20,000 around April 2021 and reaching 100,000 mark by Q4 of 2021. And he didn't mention there that if that is the case, then we will be seeing John McAfee eating his own dick on national television. However, second scenario, if we were to look at general pattern, core indicators, and addition of anticipated events such as institutional exchanges going live, larger and broader adoption of cryptocurrency, we would be looking at a $100,000 Bitcoin between Q4 of 2019 and Q1 of 2020, with potentially the $1 million Bitcoin by the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. And in that case, we wouldn't be seeing John McAfee eating his own dick on national television. So you kind of have those two scenarios. But to summarize the Bitcoin price prediction, again, we would have a convective target of 40,000 Bitcoin within 12 months and an aggressive target range of 80,000 to 100,000 Bitcoin within 12 months. Now that is pretty exciting. I mean, we've all been watching the price of Bitcoin drop, but it seems like we are coming up to what could apparently be a bottom. Now, I just drew that stuff on myself on TradingView because it's fun to do that stuff. Just hit the logarithmic scale down on the bottom, draw some lines. You can see we are right here riding along this bottom the bottom support line of the channel. All right. Now, the question is, how long do we ride along that support line until we start seeing parabolic growth? And the answer to that I do not have for you. Maybe as long, I mean, last time we were in it for like a year before we really saw any growth. So potentially, maybe riding along the channel. However, if you notice that year of riding along the bottom channel, price is still increasing. And there is one thing here that I will note that is extremely bullish, maybe bullish. I think it's extremely awesome that I like here. If we take a look at the MACD, now you guys know I talk about MACD all the time. Now, usually I look at the daily candles, but the MACD on a weekly scale, this is actually really good. As you can see here, just over my shoulder, all right, right there we have a MACD cross where the blue line has gone above the orange line, indicating, if we were doing it on a daily scale, buying the Bitcoin from a stable coin. Now, on a weekly scale, that's a very good indicator. I put an arrow there just to remind me to talk about it. But on a weekly scale, or on a daily scale, that's a good indicator of when to buy in. On a weekly scale, that's a good indicator of when the tides are turning. If we take a look at the last time the blue line crossed over the orange line like that, that would be back in April of 2017. And any of you who probably would have liked to buy in at that time, Bitcoin was about $1,100. So as you can see, we may be seeing the proof of the beginning of the Bitcoin bull run. And I sure hope that's the answer. But, you know, with every silver cloud, there's a lining. And with every lining, there's a silver cloud. So this guy, Omkar Godbol, he actually does very good analysis for CoinDesk. He wrote an article yesterday that says the Bitcoin bull market is still $350 away. So he says that Bitcoin has established a higher low near 3,300 in the last 2 months, signaling bearish exhaustion. That means the market's getting tired of going down. There's no more area to go down. However, a break above the Christmas Day lower high of 42.36 is needed to confirm a bearish to bullish trend change. So we need to break this line here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. We'll zoom in on it. We need to break this line here in order to really show that we do have a reversal going on. So bearish to bullish trend change. And so that being said, right now the price is hovering $3,900, $4,000. We are waiting for it to break through. Now that's one part of why we may not have a complete bear market or bull market right now. However, the second thing, I went into a few of these things in yesterday's video, so if you want more, just go watch yesterday's video for the rest of this. But there's a lot of indicators that say potentially we may be headed for a downtrend. Like if you take a look after all of these arrows, Bitcoin price goes down. There was an arrow just here. So potentially Bitcoin price could go down. Those are arrows where the Bitcoin shorts are at all-time lows. Also, we have this narrowing trend channel. There is the 200 weekly moving average right there. There's a 20 weekly just above it. But also another thing is there is belief that we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need a fifth line on that Elliott wave to confirm it. Also daily MACD, zoom in on that. Daily MACD, blue line is still below the orange line. Man, got to make it zoom in easier. There we go. See, blue line is still below the orange line. So all those things indicating price may go down still. But overall, I'm starting to get a little bit pumped, you know, respectfully pumped about what's going on with Bitcoin price, especially when I see stuff like this. All right. Now, going on in the news today, guys, there is a cryptocurrency movie starring Kurt Russell, none other than Captain Ron. Okay. He was also in Hateful Eight, which is a good movie. He was in some other movies. But yeah, Captain Ron is starring in a crypto movie that features Ethereum, Waves, Stellar, and Neo. Now, apparently this movie is a mix, a cross between The Firm and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and Fear is the Ultimate Currency. Oh, no. Excuse me. It's a cross between The Firm and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, where fear is the ultimate currency. Now, it's directed by John Stahlberg. It tells the story of a young agent named Martin, played by Bo Knapp, who returns to his hometown in New York to untangle a web of deceit, corruption, and fraud. The film serves up Russian operatives, guns, and the kind of maneuvering that makes cryptocurrency good for the bad guys, money laundering. So, is this going to look good for cryptocurrencies? Probably not. Going to talk about money laundering. But you know what people use to launder money more than cryptocurrencies? How about US fucking dollars? There are a whole bunch of movies about money laundering with that stuff. There's a whole series called Ozark about money laundering. I actually learned how to launder money with a laundry machine, a dryer, something like that, or a strip club, your choice. But probably isn't going to be, I mean, it'll be good for getting people talking about crypto. I mean, the name crypto. So a lot more people have an understanding of cryptocurrency after it, but it kind of brings the bad sides to crypto, like more Silk Road type stuff that doesn't pan out exactly great for people in crypto. However, like they said, Ethereum, Wave, Stellar, and Neo make cameo appearances because it probably talks about the number of ICOs that are listed on those platforms. Now, also in the news, newsflash, SEC chief confirms analysis that Ethereum isn't a security. No shit. I thought they talked about that a long time ago. But this is actually something more. So basically, there was SEC chairman agrees with analysis that says Ethereum and similar crypto assets are not securities. So there was the SEC director of Division of Corporate Finance, William Hinman, spoke for the agency when he said that Ethereum was not a security, or there was a question whether he was just voicing his own opinion. Well, it was confirmed that in fact that is something by the SEC, meaning that Ethereum is not a security, but also other digital tokens are not strictly securities that were sold on Ethereum, even if they were securities when they had their ICO. So a lot of those ICOs, they may be liable for like defrauding investors and stuff like that, but they're not going to be considered securities. So this could potentially be very, very big for a lot of digital tokens, a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. I'm just going to take a second to read you this because this is where it states the important stuff, but it will take a moment to read. So it says, your letter also asks whether I agree with certain statements concerning digital tokens in Director Hinman's June 2018 speech. I agree the analysis of whether a digital asset is offered or sold as a security is not static and does not strictly adhere to the instrument. The digital asset may be offered and sold initially as a security because it meets the definition of an investment contract, but that designation may change over time if the digital asset later is offered and sold in such a way that will no longer meet that definition. I agree with Director Hinman's explanation of how a digital asset transaction may no longer represent an investment contract if, for example, purchasers were no longer reasonably expect a person or group to carry out the essential managerial or entrepreneurial efforts. Under those circumstances, the digital asset may not represent an investment contract under the Howey framework. So the important part right here is this line right here, where basically a digital asset may be offered or sold initially as a security, but that may change over time and then it does not become a security. So this could potentially be very, very good news for a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. That's definitely newsflash, definitely a big article for the day. Otherwise, crypto.com up 137% or something like that today because CryptoCard and Wallet offers free Spotify and Netflix subscriptions. So there was news released today or 16 hours ago, something like that, that the Crypto.com card says it will now offer free Netflix and Spotify subscriptions to its MCO card holders. That's pretty awesome. So, I mean, one more reason to hold an MCO card. Also in the news, Max Kaiser says Bitcoin will say goodbye to USD, turning to world's next reserve currency. Could very well happen. It's kind of like gold, but digital gold. So could definitely happen. There's not much in this article here other than the headline. But, I like to end it on a positive note. So that's all the news for today. Guys, I know when I want to learn how to fix something, I usually look it up on YouTube. And when I started trading on a daily and realized there was something broken with it, I went to Signal Profits to fix it. Now, Signal Profits is a daily signal trading group, daily trading signals group, but they also talk about why they get into positions, what to do with them. There's newsletters, all types of information. There's groups where you can chat on the daily to find out stuff from top traders on TradingView. Actually, pretty much a regular top trader on TradingView, Jacob Canfield. But I mean, it's not just enough for me to say. Take a look at the returns; they speak for themselves. 31% in 3 weeks, 31% in a day, 19% in 9 hours, and we see lots of returns like that, 24% in 4 days. So, guys, if you want to check this out, there is a link down in the description. It is not for everybody. You need about $3,000 to trade with in order to actually make returns on this because it is not a cheap signals group. They actually give out really good signals. But, if you're not trading with at least $3,000, it's probably not worth your money. However, if you do want to get interested, do want to get into it, there is a link down in the description. Also, guys, check out the Monarch wallet. You can hold your cryptos in there. You can do all types of stuff. They have hot wallets, cold wallets, everything. Cold wallets. But yeah, you can hold your cryptos in there. You can do easy fiat to Bitcoin pairings, and you can even earn interest on cryptos you're holding in there. So thanks very much for watching. That's all the good news for today. I gotta say, after taking a look at this and thinking about things, I am pretty damn excited. Especially, I would say the two most exciting things for me today. Number one, this MACD crossover on the weekly, definitely a big one, and Ethereum products, not securities. So those are both really big things for me today. Other than that, happy Tuesday. I'll catch you guys later. Love you all. Peace.